is time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Cake Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
What's up, B's and G's? SJPorr beer review. Sorry, I don't know how to, how to start these videos, so fuck it, we're just gonna go with it. 24R-83U-34T. Peanut Butter Session Stout. A Session Stout. 4.454%. Sorry, officer. I only happen to be 0.075392% drunk. Sorry. Damn, we missed. Yep, it's a peanut butter stout. So yeah, this was, there's no brew date, but what it does say is its OG was 10:45, and it finished at 10:11. So I'm expecting a little bit of a dry stout. That being said, I have no idea what to expect. On the nose, peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter. Captain Crunch peanut butter, actually. Almost like a dry PB2. Oh, hold on. No, actually. Well, there's a lot of flavor down there. I'm gonna let it be. That one's for me. Cheers. Thank you for this. So the head on this, actually, something that I haven't talked about in some of the other beers that I've done. Head is a little bit is actually there. It's also down there too, on my shoes. Yeah, it's sticking to the glass. Smells. Smells as it's advertised, which is, kind of par for the course at this point when we're kind of chucking stuff into these low ABV beers, and that's what we want, right? We're going to say it's a peanut butter stout, it's a peanut butter stout. Really, really cereal. Really crunchy cereal. Yeah, I said it when I poured it. It was peanut butter Captain Crunch. Those little peanut butter balls. Really, definitely like kind of graininess and a definite peanut butter. The head on this was there. It's sticking around. It's really. You squeeze in every last thing that you can into this to be under the 4.5%, and I appreciate that. So, cheers. Thank you very much. Let's dive in. Yeah. Flavors bang on. Shut up. Sorry, all my videos are going to say, I'm going to be saying shut up phone. It just happens. It's as advertised. This thing is a peanut butter stout. It's creamy. It's definitely chock-a-block full of peanut butter. But The body, which is really interesting because the body, it's like a light stout. It's like a little bit of a dry stout. The nose makes you feel like it's going to be a really thick, beefy stout. And it's not. It's actually a really kind of thin, dryish stout, which is fine. Especially when we're looking at almost just at 4.5, almost 4.5%. Really, really clean. The peanut butter is definitely, sorry. The peanut butter is, it just runs through every part of this. There's a cereal quality to this without a doubt. And by cereal, I'm talking about actual breakfast cereal. And that being said, and I think I said this about another beer earlier, or at some point in time, a little bit of lactose. Like, because this could be straight breakfast in that it's peanut butter and cereal and a little bit of lactose for just a little bit of that milkiness. It feels like there's probably a bunch of it in there already, but forgive me, my maths are a little bit off, but you had some room. No, you had absolutely no room. It's really, really nice. I almost would like to see the peanut butter, I hate to say this, I would like to see the peanut butter toned down just a little bit. Not like, because it's almost a peanut butter beer and not a beer with some peanut butter, if that makes any sense. Carbonation is great. It really helps lift everything up, lightens it up a little bit because peanut butter can be heavy, kind of set down on you. This is not doing that. This has head, right? I mean, swirl it up and it works itself up. Carb is really great. It's holding itself, which makes me think that it could be like a PB2 or some sort of dry peanut butter to remove any of the oils that would actually kill this head. But there's a slight chocolate, really slight chocolate, kind of like a Reese's peanut butter cup too right there. The mini ones, like the little bit of milk chocolate. Okay, where was I? Totally did fucking run out of space, stupid ass phone. Anyway, where I was at. This thing is still holding head. It's one of the first so far that's really been holding its head. Yeah, it's got a chocolate and Reese's peanut butter cup, but it really still has a cereal quality to it. I know I'm repeating myself. Super tasty. Super, super tasty, actually. The peanut butter is, it's not cloying, it's not super sweet, it's not super thick. And, you know, with a beer that finished at 10-11, that kind of makes sense. I think if you pulled this off at any other point, it probably would have been just a little too heavy, a little too cloying, a little too sweet, a little too thick. I like where this is right now. I like the fact that it dries out just enough, and the fact that it's working with, to me, like a cereal grain, that it kind of, it works like that. It's very hard to explain this, I think, that it's, it hits me like in a very childhood place, right? I mean, And those are the beers recently that I've been finding that kind of hit me in a certain way, and I'm like, oh man, they held a really, a really big place in my heart, and that's basically from all the cholesterol. But no, they really do. Like they kind of, it kind of appeals to like the child in me, the drunken fat child in me. I just went off on a tangent that I had to cut out because it was just too stupid, way too stupid for publication on the interwebs. Within that time, I drank a ton of this beer. Sorry. There is no director's cut of this video. This is a really, really brilliant peanut butter beer. This is actually a really brilliant stout with peanut butter in it. That's, for me, a huge difference. This is a beer that works with the flavor that you've added to it and the beer that it was supposed to be added into. And to me, that in my head it makes a lot of sense, and for people who know me, that I think it might make sense after they've kind of worked their way through. This is a great beer. This is a really, really great beer. I like a lot of this freaking thing. Thank you for being in the contest. Thank you for being in my hubs. Thank you for living near me. That fucking works. I hope you all have a great night. Cheers.
Peace.
The fuck you talking about?